Um, you know how Dad loves quiet, or he claims he loves quiet.
Yeah.
Want to do a quiet
until he
podcast?
has a little quiet. I thought we could just offer our listeners
Silence.
just some silence to just join us in some quiet.
How long
for a
does it
second.
have to be? Like 35, 40 minutes?
Yeah. Well, I'll do it quick.
Well, think
why
of
don't we
that as a meditation.
Yeah,
Let me
I'll do it.
start.
I'll do it 3, 2, and I'll let you know when it ends. Okay. 3, 2, 1. There you go. That was just 30 seconds.
Oh my God, kid.
It was my favorite podcast so far.
Mom died.
I died
5 times.
I
I'm
died
actually going
10
to download the
Aggravating.
podcast now, just for that. So I can listen to it over and over again. I'll put it on a loop.
Well, welcome to Don't Listen to Us, our podcast thing. Who are we? I think we have to say who we are every
Do we
time.
have
No
to say
way.
that? No.
Because people, it might be their
We're
first
the Grody
time.
Patinkins. We're a mess.
We're some of them.
Yeah.
We're a
We're
mess.
some of the Grody Patinkins.
people love
We're a
us.
mess.
Well,
Some people do, and some people
hate
don't.
us. You know.
That's the risk. And you seem funny.
We don't have to love us.
I mean, today I think is really a day
You
where
know what I thought could be
you'd
fun?
like to be in the Himalayas.
Himalayas. So Halloween is coming up. Are you guys big Halloween fans?
It's the one thing I do not miss at all from your childhood.
Let's
I hated
let's
that
do the
holiday.
silence thing again.
No. I hated the
You
child-
guys don't dress up on Halloween?
I did when you were kids and you made me, and I tried to pretend I liked the holiday. I did like it one year when we had a lobby holiday, lobby at our old rental apartment building.
What's the last costume, Dad, you can remember wearing for Halloween?
I just remember the nightmare with Isaac in the elevator. One year, the refrigerator came.
Yeah.
He wanted to keep the box to make a robot. Made the robot. The
Made
year
a computer,
comes.
not a
Made a
robot.
computer. Thank you. I'm always wrong. Then he.
What were you wearing though that Halloween?
I was playing. I was pretending to be the father.
Oh.
And he gets in the elevator, gets too hot. It's covered in aluminum foil. And he couldn't do it. He couldn't go up and down the elevator of a New York building. And he had to get out, and he was devastated, and I hate the fucking holiday.
Wow. So that one bad experience wrapping your child in
Upset
aluminum
my
foil.
kid. It upset my kid
fuck
in a
Halloween.
serious way forever.
Yeah.
You just
No
wanted
recovery in
Wow.
looking for.
So what do you do on Halloween? You just
you
hide?
wanted to be something bloody. That
The
was
only
always
thing
easy.
I'd like Three Musketeers.
Oh, you like that candy?
Yeah.
Here, do you really want to know all my?
I really like Junior Mints. The little boxes of Junior Mints, I think, are the best. But I don't even eat that anymore.
So you have to have kids eating junk, worrying about maniacs putting razor blades in apples. I
Who
hate
does
the
that?
holiday. Moving right along.
Great. We want to start with our first listener question here. We've got a voice note from Bonnie. So if you put your headphones in, we will hear a message
My
from
Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. Oh, bring back my Bonnie to me.
That's probably a public domain.
I think so. If
Yeah.
not, throw it in the garbage.
Okay.
Here we've got a message from listener Bonnie.
Hey, Mandy and Kathryn. I listened to your interview with the New York Times and thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it. I just absolutely loved it. And near the end, you were talking about your grandchildren and how you kind of keep them out of the limelight for some of the other social media and the things that you do. I am a first-time grandmother. My granddaughter Eloise was born at the end of May this year, and I'm just so excited. So I was wanting to know, what kind of advice do you have for being the very best grandparent that you can be? I am lucky enough to live just a little over an hour away, so access is pretty easy. I have a great relationship with my daughter and son-in-law, but I'm just trying to find maybe some unique things, some different things, some special things that I could do with my granddaughter as she grows. Best of luck.
Nice. Thanks, Bonnie.
I think we're all very lucky to have close access to grandchildren, Bonnie, because it's such a different relationship, if you see them once a year or twice a year. It is extraordinarily fabulous, and I found the challenge of being a grandparent really quite surprising, because we are the grandparents. We are not the parents. And there may be very different ideas of what you did as a parent and what your kids are doing as parents. And that really has to be deeply respected. A cousin of mine who got to this point long before me and who has 7 grandchildren said to me, here's the advice I'm going to give you. Silence is golden. Duct tape is silver. And I really think that's...
Is it opposite? Is duct tape supposed to be better than silence?
Yeah, because you can't possibly open
silver,
your...
Duct tape is golden.
No, honey. The duct tape is silver. It's a joke. You don't get that joke?
Oh, but wasn't she saying that duct tape is even better than silence because you can't say anything?
Yes, she was. So you're saying that duct tape should be gold if it came in gold. Oh, my God. Anyway, Bonnie, I'm just trying to tell you the hardest thing, the thing to do is...
I just like Bonnie to understand.
Never mind. I'm done.
We've had to grow up with this person, Gideon. We've been with him now for 30,000 years.
Gold is supposed to be better.
And this is what I've dealt with since birth.
You know what it reminds me of? When he was about 7, he said, I just figured out why they call it the weekend. I said, why? He said, because that's when the weekdays end and the strong days begin.
Here's the key to being a great grandparent, Bonnie. Get Kathryn to be you. And the way you can do that is she's available 24/7, 365. She has a quality the likes of which I've never, I don't think I've seen in anybody else. It's greater than the ever-ready bunny, a never-ending energy. She'll complain about, this aching or that aching or getting out of a car, this or that. When it comes to the grandchild, she's like a 10-month or 11-month-old little girl who can just sit down and get up and jump down and get up with no problem, wrap her legs around her head. She's just, just unbelievably nimble and energized. I get exhausted watching her, and at the same time, I thank God that she is the mother of my children and the grandmother of my grandchildren, because I couldn't keep up with her as a mother, and I can't keep up with her as a grandparent, and I'm fine with it. She has a gift that is off the charts. I'm now going to shut up for the rest of this question and let her give you all the advice, because she is a god in this area.
Thank you,
that's
Bonnie.
Very nice, Dad.
That's really nice, but a huge exaggeration.
Not at all.
What comes up with Bonnie's question of any unique things or different things or special things that she could do with her granddaughter as she grows?
Well, first of all, your granddaughter's just a few months old, so I'd say just pay attention to who she is, because even babies are different from each other, And I would say really, really, it sounds like you do this automatically, Bonnie, but be very respectful of your granddaughter's parents. I'd say...
Buy some duct tape.
Buy duct tape. Be respectful of their ideas. I think if something is really, really important from my experience that I think is really essential to share, that's different than my daughter-in-law or son, I will share it to them as respectfully as I can. And
don't try it out on your husband, because he'll say, don't say that.
Yeah.
I think one thing that's a nice thing I've been noticing with all of us is that, there's lots of toys, there's lots of stuff, there's lots of programs, there's all this stuff to entertain little kids. And sometimes the best time we have with them is doing nothing.
Yeah.
Just literally sitting around, using your imagination, cultivating building worlds without stuff.
Yeah. And I think what Gideon said is really true. You don't need a lot of stuff. You just need an expressive face and a pair of hands that can hug them and tickle them. And
I'm going to come back into the conversation, even though I said I wasn't, because you need to watch them and listen to them. they will tell you what they need, and you will just respond. Kathryn said to me the greatest acting advice I'd ever gotten. I kept it in my wallet till I knew it and had it etched in my soul. I was worried about opening night, and she said to me once, "You know this guy. Just go out there, listen to the words, and see where they take you. Go out there, listen to your grandchild, watch your grandchild, and see where it takes you. There's no wrong or right. There's just you and those children, and there's nothing better. It is, at a time when we're all going through so much, they bring you back to joy like I have never witnessed in my life. I don't know how we would be breathing at times without them. Grandchildren and dogs."
Did you guys spend time with your grandparents in a close, playful way when you were kids?
Oh, my God.
You remember playing with them?
Well, honey, no. Jenny, our friend in England, said our parents weren't involved like we are with our... No, my grandparents were immigrants. They were hardworking Russian immigrants. They never babysat for us, ever.
Yeah.
I adored my mom's mom in particular, but I was just fascinated with her Russian accent and her difference and where she came from, and I was so moved by her story. But never did we play.
Yeah.
Ever. Or never did they take care of us. It was a whole different dynamic.
Yeah.
Now, my maternal grandfather left my maternal grandmother, and so he was sort of in the doghouse, although I met him a couple times.
What was his name again?
Grandpa Fred. And I remember my mother sort of showed her hand once, and as opposed to covering how she felt when we were young. And I came in weeping because my turtle had died. And, I had one of those little turtles and one of those little plastic circular things. And her response was, "Well, someone else died today, Grandpa Fred." And I remember there was so little talk about Grandpa Fred. Then my response to Grandma saying that was, "Yeah, but my turtle died."
Yeah.
And that was that.
That's very appropriate.
But also my Grandma Celia was there for us, but she was kind of hilarious, got off the boat, never really bothered to learn English, knew it but wouldn't talk it. And she would just go like this, "Mandy, would you make by the television channel 2 Volta Krankheit?" And then she'd do other things like that.
Have you ever thought of doing a one-man show as your Grandma Celia?
If I need to put my audience to sleep. But Grandma Ida, my mom's mother, was just incredible. And she would do this, which I do to both my grandchildren. Yeah. And, I can't do it, but you can't see me. But it's roly-poly.
Describe what you're doing.
I've got Kathryn's
my forearm, and he's going roly-poly. I don't get why
palms.
This is so fun.
I got my forearm.
Yeah, is that fun for you, Mom?
No, not really.
Yeah, but they love it. And I don't, sometimes I say roly-poly, but I honor my Grandma Ida. And most often I say Grandma Ida instead of roly-poly.
I remember that. I remember that well, and it's one of my favorites.
I do to their legs and on their arms. And I'd recommend it. We know sometimes it's easy to forget just how much a simple thing like a notebook, a clean shirt, or a pair of shoes that fit can change a child's whole day. But for kids living in generational poverty, those small things can be the difference between staying in school or falling behind. That's what Children Incorporated is all about, removing the barriers that keep kids from getting the education they deserve. For more than 60 years, Children Incorporated has been quietly doing something remarkable, connecting caring people like you with children in need all around the world, and here in the U.S. as well. Here's how it works. When you visit childrenincorporated.org, you can choose a child to sponsor. Your monthly contribution goes directly toward meeting that child's most urgent needs, things like clothing, shoes, school supplies, hygiene items, and food, whatever it takes to help them stay focused, stay confident, and stay in school. And this part is really special. Children Incorporated partners with volunteer coordinators who actually know each child personally. Many are teachers or community leaders who see firsthand what families are struggling with. Because of that, about 85% of every dollar donated goes straight into program support. That's a big deal in the nonprofit world. And it means your help reaches children fast, where it matters most. The work that Children Incorporated is doing is very close to my heart. I have 2 children of my own. I have 2 grandchildren. And the idea that I might not be able to help them with what they need, and knowing that someone out there who cares can pick up the slack that I can't handle because of my economic situation, would make my life magic. So lift up a child that maybe isn't your own flesh and blood, but certainly is part of our shared human community. For $35 a month, you not only meet the child's most immediate basic needs, but also provide them with an education that will allow them to pursue higher education or obtain employment in the future, or possibly have a career in the arts, which we need so desperately every moment of our lives. Children Incorporated is an independent charity with no religious or political affiliation. I can tell you for a fact that I'm signing up for Children Incorporated right now. Visit childrenincorporated.org and choose a child to sponsor today, or they'll pick the right match for you. That's childrenincorporated.org. Help remove the barriers and help change a life.
This is a great one. This is an email we received from a listener, and it's neither a hard-hitting existential question about life or even an advice question, but we liked it. This is from Miriam. You don't need
Miriam?
headphones, Mom.
Miriam? M-I-R-I-A-M?
Yeah. This was just a very short question she wrote in. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest? Had to ask. Love you guys.
The R-U-D-E?
Yeah,
Yes.
the rudest. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
Rudest thing they would say?
Which would be the rudest animal?
Oh.
I know what I think
humans.
right away. Yeah.
Humans.
I would say I'm very down on our species right now, Miriam, so I'm really up on the animal kingdom being superior. But I'd say the rudest animal, my immediate thought was a hyena.
And why?
Because I've never heard anything really wonderfully generous or kind about the way hyenas behave, but I'm sure a hyena expert would correct me.
Do you hear a lot of negative things about hyenas in your day-to-day life?
Well, not my daily life, but I remember when I was in South Africa, there was quite a lot of talk about hyenas.
I hate coyotes.
Yeah.
Coyotes, they go in packs. They'll attack my dog if they are in a pack because they're threatened by a bigger dog.
It feels rude.
Rude and horrible and heinous and heinous.
Right, they'll kill the weakest one in the pack.
Yeah.
They'll kill the weakest one in the pack, but if they see my dog, who's 84 pounds now, but they would kill her because she'd be a threat to them.
Do you think if you saw coyotes going for your dog, or a small pack of coyotes going for Becky, and you were there, would you jump into that mix?
Absolutely, and I'd look for rocks
and
sticks and beat the hell out of them.
Wow, even if you were feeling you might get
I'd go get some shots and everything. They wouldn't kill me. I guarantee you they wouldn't.
What if it was like 25
unless
coyotes?
They bit me in my neck, in the jugular, and I bled to death instantly.
No, we don't have much imagination.
Still be worth it.
It'd still have been worth it.
Yeah. You hear that, Becky?
Story. Think of that,
Becky? Did she have a response? Did she appreciate
I believe
that?
Dad would do
okay,
that.
so hyenas and coyotes.
I would
okay, so
in a heartbeat.
So you guys are more of a domesticated dog.
Yeah, but elephants are my very favorite. I really wish
but they're
I
not
could.
rude.
There's
going
to be interspecies communication just
whales,
as we've almost
elephants.
done ourselves in, and that might save us, I think.
Flipper, what was Flipper?
How would
dolphins?
being able to talk to a whale save us? What do you think?
I
that
think
would do?
just the knowledge that we are not so special, but we're part of a huge community, that we're just these weird amoebas that seem to be intent on ruining our planet, and the animals don't. And I think that really learning that they have skills and emotions and talents that we don't, and communicating them would humble us a bit.
Whales are musicians. They click and they sing.
Can I hear like a conversation between whales?
And elephants call each other by name, actual individual names. They just discovered that.
Well, why is that so impressive? We do that. This is an email from Heather, and it's a really beautiful email question. And Mom wanted to know if you could read this one for us.
Dear Mandy, Kathryn, and Gideon, my dad was diagnosed with cancer right before Christmas in 2024. At the time of his diagnosis, I was 5 months pregnant. He kept wanting to know if I'd had dreams or premonitions. He felt like maybe I was more sensitive during that time. The week he died in March of 2025, when I was 8 months pregnant, I had a dream about my grandmother, his mother. She died in 2003. In my dream, she didn't say anything to me. She was just there waiting. I had the feeling she was waiting for her baby, my dad, like I was waiting for mine, and that both of our children were in this in-between space, hers exiting this world and mine about to come into it. I told my dad about my dream, and he said nothing, just listened. He declined days later. I cried a lot in the week following that dream, and as my father entered ICU, then palliative care, then hospice, I was not surprised. I had seen my grandmother, and I knew she was waiting, and that when he did end his journey here, he would not go to that next place alone. Here's my question for you. What do you think happens when we die? Best of luck, Heather. Well,
Thanks,
Heather. Thank you for sharing that. Obviously, it really moved me. I'm not a particularly religious person. I'm a secularist, like a lot of my generation. I call myself more of a spiritual person than a religious person. And I have come to believe that we transform when we die, that this body is just a temporary container for our energy, which doesn't get destroyed, but it does transform into who knows what. That vague idea has given me comfort. And I sort of feel like, just like I don't remember anything before I was born, I'm not sure what my consciousness will be when I change out of this body and become part of the greater universe. But that's what I believe happens, is we become part of the greater cosmos.
Had you felt that way for a long time, or did that feeling emerge kind of in your later years?
No, that's emerged later. I'd say in the last 5 or 6 years, I've been thinking a lot more about mortality and really obsessed with it since I became a grandmother. I became obsessed with how long I'll be here, how long will I know my grandchildren, how functional will I be for my grandchildren. I'm really envious of my friends that had shitty first marriages but had their kids when they were 20. So now they know their 30-year-old grandchildren and have gone to met their great-grandchildren. That wasn't my path, But my rudimentary, and I mean baby, infantile understanding of physics and the cosmos and reading more and more about it has led me. We don't understand 95% of the universe. We only understand 5% of matter. I checked with the great physicist Brian Greene about this. He said it was right. And my brother Stephen, who's also one of my more brilliant people. we don't understand how this universe works. So it seems to me we really can't come to any conclusions about the energy that we possess, except that I believe it doesn't die, though it's a really hard one because I like the familiar body love that we have in this form, and it's really hard to let go of that.
Do you ever also, in your mind, think that when you die, you'll get to talk to the other people you've lost in a different way? Or do you not think that way? I mean, even if it's just a creative notion or sort of a play space in the mind, do you spend time thinking that you'll be like reunited with past loved ones?
I honestly don't think that. I haven't, but I do it in my dreams. And I do it on my walks when I'm awake. And I do it to my dog. I talk to her about others that I wish were here with me, seeing you, my grandchildren, and telling Becky about them. And then I believe they're there with us. I also say everyone's. She's always sensitive. But I, as you well know, I say every single person's name that I was connected with who's passed on. And I do it because of the line from Oscar Hammerstein wrote in Carousel, as long as there's one person on earth who remembers you, it isn't over. And I do it also so that all of them are with me and available. Like therapy, and sometimes, you talk about an idea, so that little string of that idea is right here, so you in front of your eyes, so you can grab it. And so that when my difficult moments come, or just my peaceful moments, there are times I'm on stage and I'm looking out into the blackness because the lights are in my eyes, and I see everyone out there. I see people I don't know, generations that have disappeared from acts of violence or hatred, that I believe have all come to sit with us for a while. Everyone in the audience, keep us company, or my loved ones. And it's incredibly comforting. And I believe that when the moment comes, I'm not somebody who, if I'm on a plane and the turbulence happens, I don't dig my nails into mom's thigh.
Really?
No, not at all. I'm completely relaxed. My eyes go wide open because if this is it, I'm not excited, but if this is it, I want to see it. I'm really curious. I want to see it, and I'm not afraid of it, and I don't want to miss the last seconds. But I believe there is something beyond this that I have no understanding of, but it has to do with energy. And I'm quite certain of that because I believe in science, and I believe in Einstein's theory of relativity that energy never dies.
I mean, it is interesting, Ged. I think this is my experience, but your brother is so much like his namesake. He's named after my dad. And there have been times in my life where I look into Isaac's eyes and I go, oh my God, Dad, hi. You came back in such a direct way, because he reminds me so much of my dad. And I love that idea. And I love imagining, seeing my brother welcoming me somewhere, but I don't really, really believe that will happen, other than a feeling, maybe, And I think evoking them and having them still be with you is certainly a way of making that gap less excruciating.
And I know you've said you're jealous of other people in our family or friends who've been dreaming about Mike. You're like, when do I get my fucking dreams? I mean, it's pretty wild how the dream space is sort of the closest thing we have to heaven.
That's right.
Well, may I also just add something about
Earth,
Is that happening with you, though, a lot?
I think I've had some dreams about him, but I haven't, I'd really like to go there. Yeah. And I'm jealous.
I know, me too. I'm
so jealous. Keep thinking about it. Yeah. Keep talking about it, because I'll just like to posit this to you and to our listeners. If I'm awake in this moment right now, which is defined as me being awake, speaking to you, you consider that normal, realistic behavior, appropriate. If I'm dreaming and I see Uncle Mike in my dream, or my dad, or my mom, or my sister. And are you going to sit here, or is anybody on the planet going to sit here and tell me that my brain, which is sitting here looking and talking to you and holding Mom right now, is that image of you and Mom and being here is any less or more real to my brain and my mind than my part of my brain, unconscious, conscious, whatever, that's having that dream, that those don't have equal weight and value to my existence? They have 100% equal weight and value. And I believe that my brain gives them 100% equal weight, presence, and value to the moment.
Yeah, that's cool.
My friend Barbara, whose last name I can't remember, which is freaking me out.
A really close friend, huh?
She was a really close friend in high school. It's the brain.
Oh, it's high school. Well, that's a lot.
But she ran something called St. Martin de Porres in San Francisco for people with AIDS or homeless people. She was an extraordinary person. And when we were very young, in our 20s, she called me up. She had a funny voice. She said, Kathy, she said, listen, your parents keep visiting me, and under the circumstances, it feels really weird calling them Mr. and Mrs. Grody, and I can't remember their first names. I said, Barb, their names were Hattie and Irv, and the next time they visit you, would you ask them to please drop by my house?
Yeah.
But she said she saw them all the time.
That's amazing.
Can I just say, oh, never mind.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
go ahead.
Yeah, we're done.
Heather, thank you, and you will see your dad and your baby and everybody else.
In some way, some feeling, somehow.
Or not.
Or not. Okay, this time we've got a live caller. Her name is Nancy, and I'm pretty sure this will be Dad's favorite question in the whole season. You don't need. I'm gonna read her email question for us, and then we'll talk to her. Hello. As a single mother who raised 2 daughters, I have learned to do many, many things, but every now and then, even YouTube won't help. I have this garden hose, which is very long and serves its purpose very well, except it has this kink in it, which can be very annoying when I'm pulling said hose around the yard, and all of a sudden the water flow just stops. I have tried various fixes, the most effective being leaving the hose stretched out in the sun to warm and then handling it, twisting it, massaging it, and speaking to it kindly. This works until I turn the water on, and then voila, it bends and kinks itself back into a lovely V shape. I have inherited a family curse from my grandmother, who raised 12 kids during the Depression, that won't let me ever throw anything away until it is literally dust to dust. Please help me. Thank you, Nancy Boyd.
Oh, hi, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy.
Hi. Hello.
Yes. What's
Hello.
How's your hose doing today?
Oh, not well. In fact, it's worse. Not only now do I have a V, it looks more like the end of a Tootsie Roll wrapper, where it's all twisted, and I barely get a trickle. This is 50 feet of hose, and I barely get a trickle out of it, and it's, 2 inches of it is the problem. And like I said, I have this problem with, not fixing things. So,
well, my husband is the only one that can address you, Nancy, because I have no knowledge.
This is really easy,
This
Nancy.
is really for him.
You go, what do you, a box cutter. Get a box cutter from the hardware store, and get a female and a, let's see, which is the end that's kinked, female or male?
Well, it's right in the middle of the hose.
The hose? It's right in the middle.
It's right at...
Oh, it's in the middle of the hose? Okay.
It's in the middle of the hose.
You're going to end up having 2 hoses. Okay, you're going to end up having 2 hoses. So already you've really succeeded here. So right where the kink is, just give yourself a little extra and cut it out with the, what did I just call it? The box cutter on both sides of the kink. And then whatever side of the other end is, if it has a male, then you put a female on that end. If the other end that you've cut off, if the opposite end of that is female or male, you put the opposite on the virgin new part that you've just created. And then it has a little screw. You need a screwdriver, and there's a screw in the piece. The hose fits in it, and then it tightens around the hose so that it makes you salvage the problematic hose. Some hoses have holes in it or whatever.
Have you done this?
You can absolutely. Those hoses right over there are like that. And then you might want to get the best gaffer tape you have. Duct tape is solid, and then wrap it around it because the edges can sometimes get sharp. So when you're taking the hose and attaching it to the spigot or to another hose to have greater length, you don't want to cut your fingers, so you just wrap the screw and the metal edges of the bracket with duct tape, so it's nice and smooth. And let's say you cut out a 2-inch, a 1-inch, a 4-inch, a 5-inch piece. You then can rehook those two pieces of hose together and have almost 50 feet.
Wow. You know, I gotta say, I really was expecting my dad to just say, buy a new hose.
Yeah.
No way. This is really fun to do.
Well, it sounds like you do have a lot of feet to work with. This could work.
Yeah.
Well, I might need
You
a
said
diagram.
this is in the middle of the hose, right?
Yeah, yes, it is. But
yeah.
you kind of lost me there.
You know what you do? You go to YouTube and put in repairing broken hose with new male and female heads.
Okay. Okay. Well,
that's
Nancy,
how you refer to it, and you'll see a YouTube video, and it'll make it crystal clear to you.
And what would have been your advice, Mom?
Oh, just really, how expensive is a new hose? Just go get a new hose and ask your grandmother from the Depression to please forgive you that you really tried. That would be my thing. But Nancy, I must say I'm astonished with the knowledge of these practicalities that my husband has. So I very much enjoyed your question and his answer. But I admire you, Nancy, for wanting to fix things and not just throw everything out. There was an incredible exhibit at the Museum of Modern Art some years ago. The Chinese artist replicated his family's home and everything in it. They had never thrown anything away.
Wow.
In like 60, 70 years, because they lived like the Depression during the Cultural Revolution, and every plastic bag was folded, and it just reminded me of how wasteful we can be. So congratulations on you not being.
And thank you so much for calling me, Nancy. I will never forget you, because my family will not listen to me about anything to do with this subject. They run from me like I've got a squirt gun and filled with vinegar and not acid. I wouldn't put acid in a squirt gun, but I would put vinegar. And then I'm chasing them.
I was just very impressed.
You really gave me a gift.
I was very impressed that you had a confident answer, Dad.
Yeah,
I didn't know you had that.
I can I can run right outside to the shed and get you the hose.
Yeah. I'd love to see
well,
that.
yeah. Send me a picture.
so
That'd
much.
be great.
More than one.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, I appreciate it very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. You really have been very helpful,
Take care.
and I appreciate that. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you. Tell your friends I could use the work.
Okay.
Okay. Be well.
Thanks, Nancy.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Have fun.
Oh, Mandy the hose man, bring him your hose. Mandy the hose man.
Bring him your hose, not your clothes, but the hose, because he has a nose for hose.
Hey.
Mandy the hose man, bring
Mandy
him
the
your
hose
hose,
man,
not
bring
your
him your
clothes, not your clothes. He has a nose for the hose. Bring
Mandy
your
has a nose
hose
for
to
the
Mandy's
hose.
nose.
Bring your hoses to Mandy. He's got the noses for your hoses. Mandy. You know, some podcasts out there are like 5.5 hours long.
Yes, that's
Ours
right.
could be like 30 minutes of tight conversation and
then
just
just
4
really
hours
horrible
of
songs.
a
And shit
hose
songs.
song.
Jesus.
I'd listen to that. We're at our fun and games section. So this is a thing, just, hanging out, taking a little break from the intensity of the world. This week we're playing Scary, Not Scary. Okay, so just your gut reactions. I'm going to read out a word. You tell me if it's scary or not scary. Okay? Spiders.
Scary.
Not scary.
What? What are you talking
I
about?
like spiders, Charlotte's Web, etc. Just if it's a black widow, I'm scared of
Is
it.
the bottle's up?
Oh,
No.
sorry.
Explain the
soda.
bottle. People don't know what the bottle means.
Soda.
Soda.
Hate
Fizzy.
it.
Scary?
Oh.
Fizzy?
Oh,
or
scary?
not fizzy?
It's not scary.
Not scary.
Not scary. Orgies.
Scary. Wet and scary.
Black bears.
Or, as my
Yeah.
children would say, do orgies again.
Orgies.
Black bears.
Black bears?
I know they're not grizzlies.
Just
but
gut
they
reaction.
Yeah, scary.
Scary. Don't feed them.
Don't feed them. Don't cuddle them.
Don't
Don't
engage.
anything of them. And put your bird seed away. Put your other food away. Don't leave
Yeah.
food on the screened-in porch. They'll tear through it.
Yeah.
Get a really good bear-proof can from Barracuda. My friend Kevin makes these, and they work great.
Okay.
Great. Free advertising
Right.
for Kevin.
Documentaries in a foreign language.
Not scary.
Not scary.
Donuts.
Scary.
Scary.
Why?
'Cause
Calories.
You just eat too many and they're horrible for you.
Do you have a feeling about donuts? Like, are you a cake donut or a dough donut or a cronut or a
I'm
cruller person?
a donut hole with lots of dipping things.
A donut hole with dipping
they
things?
have at some restaurants. They have a hole of a donut and you dip
you
it
dip
in
Donut
like
holes.
you
You're
dip it
describing some
in, like,
super
caramel sauce
bougie,
or something.
my
fancy.
super bougie fancy.
three-
No,
I like
don't
the
remember.
Dunkin'
Five-star
Donuts
restaurant
chocolate with
Yeah.
the orange
holes.
glaze.
Okay, excellent. Bikinis.
Great.
Scary.
Not scary.
Okay.
Contortionists.
Fun. Not scary.
Not scary.
Dentists.
Not scary.
Not really.
Lawyers.
No.
Not
no.
scary.
Scary movies.
Scary.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Pumpkins.
Not
Not
scary.
scary.
Varicose veins.
Scary.
Scary.
Vacuum cleaners.
Not scary.
Porcelain Victorian dolls.
Not scary.
They can be scary.
Why?
Well, one they can break if they're valuable. They have a very serious, odd, haunted look about them.
Not scary to me.
Being alone.
Scary. I love it, but also scary.
A mixed, both
Both.
scary and non.
What does it feel like today? The notion.
Heaven.
As we sit here together. Skydiving.
Scary, fucking scary.
Stupid, scary
Stupid
shit.
idiot.
Parties.
Scary.
Depends.
Never depends. Depends is what you wear when you're my age.
Oh,
what you
please,
wear to the
no,
party.
you don't wear that and don't
When
even
you're-
mention that.
I don't need
cliche.
depends yet. But
I hate that.
I'm okay when I do. But you wear them
Mom's
to the party.
doing everything she can to fight the cliche of
Oh,
older
my
people
God,
in
and then you
diapers.
just
And
go
here
to-
you are.
I'm
Yeah.
like banging the drum for it, asking
Yeah.
for them to call me and be one of our sponsors on Don't Listen to Us. I'll make
You wanna
people
sell
buy your
Depends?
Depends. I can sell
I
Depends.
gotta
will
wear
never,
it on
I'm
camera.
not
I will
going.
wear them on
I
camera.
will not have anything to do
I
with
want that to be our number one
No.
advertiser.
No, forget it.
I'm telling you, and
I
then we'll
quit.
advertise it in ARP. And I'll be on the cover of ARP wearing a Depends.
Oh, God, man, you're
Only
so
the
depressing.
Depends.
Only the Depends.
Disgusting.
I'll let my new tits show.
Oh,
I have
God.
beautiful new breasts. Everything's
Oh, my
happening.
God, help
I'm
me.
going to put it all out
I
there.
hate this.
Kinky hose.
I don't know what that is.
Scary, not scary. A hose with a kink in it.
Oh, hoses.
Yeah.
Not scary.
No,
Repairable.
that's scary.
Great. Well, thanks for coming to listen
Oh,
to
my
Don't
God.
Listen to Us.
Wow.
And
can't-
do you guys...
I got excited with that last game.
I know, it's a fun game. We could
It was a
return
fun
to that game.
Yeah.
We could do that game in life.
No.
We just did it in life.
Oh,
What was that?
right.
Well, this
We're
is-
living. We're here. What are you
Podcast.
talking about? In
Podcast
life.
is no longer
Okay.
live.
All right.
Do you guys do you have a burning urge to do a song at the end?
No.
Great.
No, zero.
Well, we want to hear from you. More questions, stories, advice for us. You know, what's going on with your hoses, and what do you find scary, not scary? You can send an email to askmandyandkathryn@gmail.com. Check out socials for an easy way to send us a voice note. Thank you so much for joining us. What was this, episode 4 or 4,000?
No, is this 4, I think.
4?
This is 4. That's my lucky number. This is probably
Why is
the
that
one
your
that's
lucky number?
going to win awards.
Why is that your lucky number?
I just chose it. I chose 4. So 44,
What do you mean?
444.
You chose your lucky number?
I chose it.
People
I
don't
can't
just
remember
choose
why.
a lucky number.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
he did.
Yeah,
Mr.
it means
Lucky Number
something to you.
Expert.
Something happened. I am a lucky number expert. You don't know everything about me, Dad. I'm a fucking lucky number expert.
What's your
And I'll
lucky
tell you,
number?
I haven't chosen one yet.
Get on it.
I bet you thought that was the end. Here we are. All right, bye, everybody. See you next week. Don't Listen to Us is a Lemonada Media original, hosted by Mandy Patinkin, Kathryn Grody, and Gideon Grody Patinkin. Created by Katrina Onstad, Debbie Pacheco, and Gideon Grody Patinkin. Executive producers are Kathryn Grody, Gideon Grody Patinkin, Mandy Patinkin, Katrina Onstad, Debbie Pacheco, Jessica Cordova Kramer, and Stephanie Whittles Wax. Our engineer is Ryan Derringer of Welterweight Sound. Video and audio production by Mark Whiteway of Bellows Media. If you haven't subscribed to Lemonada Media Premium yet, now's the perfect time. You can hear Don't Listen to Us completely ad-free. Plus, you'll unlock exclusive bonus content like behind-the-scenes conversations, questions so weird they didn't make it on air, Becky the Dog shenanigans, and more. Just tap the subscribe button on Apple Podcasts, head to lemonadapremium.com to subscribe on any other app, or listen ad-free on Amazon Music with your Prime membership. That's lemonadapremium.com. Don't miss out.